Come in. Hello.
Jim?
Yes, good to see you again.
Melser, I brought one of my associates with you, Wyatt.
Hey, Wyatt. Nice to meet you.
May we sit him?
Yeah, I'll sit.
Thank you. So how have you been since our last meeting? It's been a week or so, huh?
Fantastic.
It's been a good week for me too. I'm very interested. I saw one of your crews installing carpet at one of my other clients' office buildings.
Good. I'd love to hear that.
Yeah, they were very effective. I actually had a conversation with them. They were talking very highly of their boss, so I was.
We pay them to do that.
So. You paid them to do that? Perfect. Perfect. And I brought Wyatt here today.
Yes, sir.
He's one of our specialists in our company. He's a small business representative from our company. I think he would be here to assist me very well. So that's okay with you?
Okay. Explain that. Explain the small business representative. How does that work?
So I actually have a lot of experience in the carpet and installation niche. I've actually dealt with different carpet companies, businesses, and curated policies for their business specifically. So I know what type of coverages are necessary for that operations.
Okay, very good.
So I thought it'd be very helpful in this meeting, as you can probably tell.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what I really want to do today, I brought this chart again for us. We talked about we identified exposures.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're moving in examining risks and then selecting tactics to combat those. Does that sound good?
It sounds great.
So just a quick summary of what we did last time. We talked about property exposures.
Mm-hmm.
The finish is your lease agreement that you are still unsure about. Is that correct?
Right.
And then property exposure through property and liability exposure for vehicles. We talked about possibly letting employees take vehicles home.
Yeah, we're considering that.
Yeah, and then with that, the equipment we talked about the equipment in it that costs about $8,000 to $10,000. Is that correct?
That's about right. Yeah.
Okay. And then we talked about business income coverage, which was a real concern of yours.
Yes.
And then coverage for new businesses.
Okay.
For the new business area for the tile company.
Right.
So is there anything else you want to add to that before we get started?
We didn't talk about this, but I was concerned also about workers' comp.
Okay.
I've heard a little bit about that, and I know we have a number of part-time employees. I didn't know if we fell under the law, or do we need to have workers' comp? Where does that fit into all this?
So, what made you think about this, actually?
Actually, I noticed, I observed one of our employees, or actually two of them, carrying a large carpet roll, and one of them fell, hit his knee, didn't get hurt, but then I got to thinking, that might be something that we talk about when these nice insurance people come in.
Perfect, and I'm actually going to turn that to Wyatt.
That's something we could discuss.
Okay.
So before I even start discussing coverages, I just wanted to make you aware, before we onboard any new clients, we do a full risk management audit, which that entails is your current policies. Brendan actually gave me some of the contracts that you gave him from the previous meeting, but I will dig into your current policies, current coverages, and current limits, and really see if your current broker has everything covered. Before we onboard you, so we can adjust anything necessary, whether it be limits or endorsements that need to be added.
Okay.
So with that being said, from the contracts that I did review, I did identify a few exposures that I think should be brought to your attention.
Yeah, and so with all these, as he said, he's found all the coverages that would help with all these needs. So I just want to ask you, if we could find all of these, fill all these needs in your risk management insurance policies, would you be still interested in working with us?
Sure.
Perfect. So
that'd be a great start.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have Wyatt really dive into some of these, and then we'll talk about how this can really affect your business.
Sounds great.
So I'm gonna start off with a big number. It's $100,000 exposure that I found right now within your contracts.
Okay.
So you guys had a great deal with your lease agreement, and yeah, congratulations.
Thanks.
And I noticed you guys are able to make the improvements yourself.
That's right. Yeah, it's kind of our area.
Exactly. So, and it was $100,000 cost for you guys. So one thing that I would really recommend that you guys that was missing was the betterment insurance coverage, which covers and protects any improvements to your property or additions that you make to your facility.
Why wouldn't my landlord's coverage cover that?
So in your contract, you guys agreed that you guys would cover any new improvements.
Oh, okay. I guess I should have read that.
So that's something that that's something that we really want to prevent from happening in the future, obviously, because that I could see took you by shock, and that's not what we're here for. As I said in our last meeting, I really want to focus on that personal relationship where you can ask me to go over these things and really give you some advice that so you know all those factors. So that's something we really want to change in the future because I don't want if we were to work together, I don't want to walk in here and you have that face of surprise, like, wow, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I hate that face.
Yeah, that's not a good way to do this. So that's something we really want to focus on through this relationship.
Okay.
But does that alleviate that concern that was the finishes on the lease space?
Yeah, I appreciate you pointing that out.
No problem. So
Another exposure I saw was the equipment being left in the vehicles. Some employees they'll take the vans out and leave, like you mentioned, sometimes there's $8,000 to $10,000 worth of equipment in the vehicles.
Right.
So an inland marine policy would alleviate that stress of someone breaking into the van or while they're on the job site, someone coming by and stealing that equipment. So
my auto insurance doesn't cover that?
No, it does not cover the equipment. You would need your inland marine to cover that equipment.
Oh, okay.
So
yes.
With all this is something that could prevent that $8,000, $10,000 loss. So what would that mean to have an insurance policy that would save that replacement fee of $8,000 of all that equipment?
I guess it would be great if that was stolen or something happened to it.
Do you think? I know we talked about these earlier. The goal of expanding to 7 crews and really growing your business at Tallahassee. Do you think that can help you in reaching those goals to save that money in that area?
Yeah, if assuming that I would, I've never had a crime loss before and anything like that. But if I were to start having them, that would certainly save me some money.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So another point is you were going to offer some of your long-term employees to start taking the vehicles home.
Right. Yeah, I think that'd be a nice benefit for them.
And then I don't disagree. I just think one thing you may want to consider putting in place is strict guidelines so that the employee knows they are the only people that can drive that vehicle. Because your commercial auto policy will only cover that specific employee. If a family member or a sister that lives at the same house decides to drive the van to the store to go get Burger King, whatever it is,
Mm-hmm.
that would not cover. That would not be covered, and that could fall on you, that loss.
So if their wife, for example, if my employee's wife were to borrow a vehicle and get in an accident and I got sued, the insurance policy wouldn't cover me?
It would not cover you.
Wow, that stinks.
Yes, the commercial auto will only cover the name insured underneath.
So with that all being said, I'm gonna leave this pamphlet with you.
Okay.
This is actually a suggested guideline book for your employees that we've actually implemented in other companies. So I'll leave this with you because that is important because as we said, there's no insurance policy for that. So we really want to benefit you in that way that you'll be able to say, here's what I did for my employees. And obviously you need to stress the severity of the situation, which that will be a big impact. But with all this, if you were able to have your employees bring those cars home, do you think that would boost company morale a little bit?
Yeah, I think they'd like to do that. I think that'd be a great thing. I just don't want to take a chance of getting sued.
Yeah, exactly. So we really think that this will be a good way to really help it. You can look at that. I'll leave a pamphlet. I'll leave some things for you in the end of the meeting. You can really look at that and really see if that's something you'd like to do.
All right. Thank you.
Before we continue further, I just really want to mention that all of this is in the idea of identifying insurance and risk management. So we don't want to be that one-track company. We really want to be a company that can help you in every factor and lead to that purpose, which we talked about earlier, the last meeting, of protecting what could go wrong so that you can invest in what goes right. That's really our policy at Seminole Insurance, and that's what we want to do for you.
I'd put that on my business card if I were you.
I think it might be on there, but I think it's being added shortly.
Okay, good.
That's really what we want to do for you.
Okay.
So that's where this all, just not the insurance policies, but the risk management factor comes into play too.
Okay, great.
Perfect. So with the next the business income insurance, I'm sure he's very interested in that one.
Yes. So the business income. I know you started a new venture, and congratulations on that.
Thanks. Yeah, it's going
Things are
well.
going well. Yes, absolutely. So I know you currently lease the equipment from your original carpet store.
Correct.
So if something were to happen to it, and you weren't able to do daily operations for your new venture, you would want a coverage in place like business income. So business income is loss of income suffered by a business when equipment is damaged or say the building is damaged. and you can't do your daily operations.
Oh, okay.
So
Well, can't I just go buy some new equipment and get back up and running?
you have that option,
Mhm.
but I really recommend, because if they say the equipment is $20,000, or say it's the whole building crash or burns down, whatever the case may be,
Mhm.
you have that chance of employees leaving if you can't pay them for a certain amount of time because you're making no income. So that business income would replace that loss of income that you would be making within that week, 2 weeks, or however long it takes to get back up and running.
Okay. All right. So you're going to include that in the proposal?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
So I know that was very important. Your accountant actually brought it up that you didn't have this. This is something that will really benefit you in the event something happens drastically where you cannot serve your customers.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we really want to stop. We obviously don't. There could be something that happens, God forbid,
Right.
that you can't serve your customers for 6 months. We don't want you losing all that income with one snap.
Right.
That's something really important to us, and probably, as you can see, that could really benefit your company and keeping that income flowing even in traumatic situations. Do you
Okay.
agree?
Yeah. No, I do.
Okay.
In fact, I've been looking at online insurance too, in addition to having you guys come in, and that's one of the questions they asked was how much business income limit we'd like, and I had to think about that a little bit.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you think about those online deals?
So
I think it's a good way to save some money.
So before I answer that, can you explain which one you used?
This one is the General. He's really, you've
Yeah,
probably seen
the
him on
commercial,
TV.
yeah.
He's really cool.
I'll take this real quick, but with all this, it's the relationship, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
With that, you're gonna call a call center, and they're gonna forward you to many different areas to try to get that answer probably.
Okay.
With this, like I mentioned to you before, we have this personal 24-hour response time.
Okay.
So that was my pledge to you.
So I wouldn't get the same person at a call center necessarily?
I don't know you. So you'd be dealing with me every day, and even if you call me at 3 a.m., I'll be back to you back to the next day, because I have that team behind me that will really.
I'll make a note of that.
Yeah.
3 a.m. you like to be called.
I do not like to be called, but for our customers, we really, that's what we stress. No matter what time of the day, anything can happen, obviously.
Okay.
So with that, we want that 24-hour response time to be our mission, so that I can go back to our combined 500 years of experience at our office to really find you the best solution.
500. How many people in your office?
I have me, Wyatt here, and we have 15 other members of the small business department, because Tallahassee is such a thriving area for small businesses, as you've probably seen.
Okay. All right.
Okay, does that alleviate that concern a little bit?
It does.
Perfect. So the final thing we mentioned in these ideas is the new policies for the separate business. So I'll have Wyatt talk to you a little bit about that.
Okay. You think it's better to have new ones, or should I put them on the same one, or how's
I
that?
think it is better. So once it's actually a standalone business, I know you said eventually it's going to be standalone in 18 months.
Hopefully.
You actually will need to have the policy on a separate, since it's a different incorporation, name insured, you have to have 2 separate policies. Also, for the carpet, that policy is specific for that operation. And if there were to be a loss, say it's $1 million loss and your limit's $1 million, but say there was $1 million loss for both, it would only cover one. So you want to have your own separate policy to alleviate that stress, and and to be honest with you, with all the endorsements that would be added to your existing policy, it's even cost-wise, it would almost make sense to just go with the new policy to begin with.
Okay.
But I also did want to mention, you did mention workers' comp.
Yes.
Yes. So my take on workers' comp is your employees, especially your type of business, it's you're on your knees, you're moving carpets, it's heavy machinery. I really recommend workers' comp, because the last thing you want is someone suing you because something happened, or they're out of work for a certain amount of time. You got to pay them, so you want your workers' comp to cover that.
Okay.
And help alleviate that stress from you.
But I don't necessarily have to have it.
with
a certain amount of employees, you do need to have it.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You do need to have it.
So I probably.
And we'll, with presenting this meeting, we'll really look into that, and I can get back to you on that, but that's something we really wanna dive into and really get to the next time we talk, because that's obviously very important fact in your mind.
Yeah, I'd like that to be included in the proposal you bring back.
Definitely. So with all this being said, so with this, our proposal is the betterment insurance coverage, the written guidelines, the new policy for that separate business, which he explained as being a benefit to you. So do you think that policy, the new policy for that tile business could grow that business and make it thrive quicker than quick?
I certainly hope so.
I hope so too. And then we talked about the inland marine policy.
Right.
With all that being said, we'd like to proceed forward and really get these policies quoted for you and bring that back with a proposal.
I'd like that.
So we just want to make sure you're comfortable with working with us and building that relationship further.
Absolutely.
So can we schedule a meeting for Tuesday of next week to really dive into the quotes of these products and then also bring back the workers' comp proposal and then get this all signed together so we can start that
Next Tuesday, is that enough time to do all that?
Let me see. Okay, with the betterment coverage rate guidelines and new policy, what are you thinking?
I think we should stretch it to Thursday.
Thursday? Would Thursday be good for you?
Thursday works for me.
So, and then we can get this all wrapped up before your renewal time that you shared with me is June 1st of next year.
Okay.
I mean, of this year, so we can get that all wrapped up by June.
Yeah, I'd like
And
to.
so,
I'd like
so
to
we can
get
really
involved.
get this tile business going and really get started with the great relationship we can have here to really form that connection and moving forward. How's that sound?
No, that sounds great.
So we'll see you next Thursday with that quote and proposal.
Yeah, what's your schedule on Thursday? I've got a bunch of stuff in the morning.
Afternoon at 3 p.m.
How about early
Okay.
morning? How are you at like 5:30? Is that,
6 a.m. sound good?
really prefer 5:30. I'm a
We can-
big 5:30 guy.
We can make it work.
Okay.
And actually, we're both gonna write our numbers on the back of our business card. I know you have one for me. If you have any
I
other
do.
questions, please contact either Wyatt or me personally.
Okay.
We'll get that question answered, like I said, within 24 hours.
Okay,
Anytime, and that's my personal cell phone, just give me a call.
alright, sounds good, and you prefer 3 in the morning, you said,
I
so
do.
that's good.
Thank you very much, sir.
Alright, thanks guys,
I
appreciate it.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes.
You got me on that 3 a.m.
Yeah. I like that.
I heard it said earlier, and I was like, I like it. Thanks though.
Alright, thank you.